Hi everyone, good morning and welcome back to my channel. It is 6:40 in the morning and I'm getting ready for work, and I thought it could be fun to film a Project Pan get ready with me. I have my coffee here with my milk froth that I just did. This is half cap though. I cannot drink a fully caffeinated beverage. It does not sit well in my stomach. My husband, on the other hand, drinks a lot of caffeine. So I feel like we are opposites attract in that sense. But I'm going to go ahead and start getting ready. I'm just going to be using the products that I'm currently panning in my 3 project pans. Not all of them, but a good amount of them. There are actually a couple products from my 5-pan project pan that I won't be using, but that is because they may or may not be empty. I don't know. I guess you'll have to find out in the update video. But otherwise, I'm just gonna be kind of picking and choosing from my projects or products from my projects. Like I said, I have my 5-pan rolling style project pan. I also have my Pan Those Eyeshadows project pan, and then I have my Shop My Stash project pan. So we have quite a bit to choose from. And yeah, I think that's it. I think we're just gonna go ahead and start to get ready. I'm gonna go ahead and start with the Makeup Forever HD Skin Foundation. This is in my Shop My Stash project pan. So yeah, we're just gonna kind of dot it on the face. This is how I've been doing it. I feel like it's a little bit easier to do this way. I feel like this is how I handled all of my like tinted moisturizer type products. And so now I've kind of just transferred that approach over to foundation, and I think it works well. I was for a while putting too much on my forehead, and then it was getting all stuck in between my brows. And so I've definitely lessened the amount on my forehead to avoid that problem. After I put my foundation on, I always go in with my eye primer. This is Party Proof Eye Primer by ColourPop. This is not in a project pan. This, like brow products and mascara, I kind of just use the same ones every day. There's no point of having any sort of multiple open. There's also really no point of panning it because I use them every day. So we're just gonna put that on, and then I always like to do powder over that so it gets set. So I'm going to be using my CoverGirl Clean Fresh powder. You might know that I do have a powder in my project pan, but that's one of the products that we'll have an update on in the next video. So this one currently is not part of a project pan at all. Even though I'm like not a caffeine girly, I do look forward to an occasional cup of coffee in the morning. I don't have it every morning, but mostly because I froth up milk and some Chobani creamer. And oh my gosh, it makes it so good. I hear my little one crying, confirming that my husband was going to get him, which he is. All right. Going into eyes, we're gonna start with my Jaclyn Hill Morphe Volume 1 and picking up the shade Butter, and we're just gonna work this one into the crease. I think I'm just gonna do a really simple 2 eyeshadow look today. So this one will go into the crease and down into the outer corner a little bit too. Honestly, kind of all over the lid as well. I'm filming this Tuesday after Memorial Day weekend, so hope all of you had a great Memorial Day weekend. We did. My husband and I did like a full-blown date day on Saturday, ending with a concert. My kids were at my parents', and then Sunday and Monday was just like family time with the boys. It was super nice. We didn't have like any picnics or anything going on, which was actually fine. We just did stuff around here, and it was just nice to have the time. And now we are back to our regularly scheduled programming. All right, going back into more eyeshadow, I'm picking up the Empowered palette, and I'm picking up the shade Legacy right here. And this is just going in my outer corner. I also have been in a little bit of a book slump recently, which my goal for the year is to read 35 books. So I can't really be in a book slump because I don't have that much time to read as it is. And so this month I've just started my 4th book. So I've definitely gotten out of the book slump, which is nice. And one of the books I read is The Nightingale, which is like a longer one, but was amazing. Kristen Hanna's really, really talented. All right, next we're moving into face. I'm using my Marc Jacobs bronzer. I was like going over my vocal cord. I had my makeup on my bathroom counter, and my husband went to move my makeup bag and it was open, and this slipped out. Luckily, I don't know if some people would say this was luckily, but for me, I think it is. Luckily, the product didn't break. The mirror did. So we like taped what's left of that in here. So now I'm just like looking at a broken mirror every time I use that product. So I don't know if that's like bad luck for me or what, but I was more concerned with the product breaking because it's in my project pan and I didn't want it all over the floor and not me being able to use it. So I was like, oh, thank goodness the product didn't break. We can deal with a broken mirror. So I thought that was kind of funny, but I was able to use that. All right, now I'm going to use two blushes actually. One is from my Shop My Stash. It's this Merit blush. I love this blush. I think it looks so pretty. So I'm just gonna pick it up on this brush and then stamp it on my cheeks. And then with whatever's left, I'm gonna go over my nose. I love that little like sunburn type look. And then I like to set it with my blush that's in my project pan, which again, another spoiler. Doing this video, I feel like I'm just like spoiling every update for my project pan video, but I had to repress this one because it also fell. I don't know, I'm having bad luck with products falling. Different fall experience. This one was my fault and it broke, but it all broke in the pan for the most part. A little bit came out. So I was like, I'm just gonna repress it. And here we are. So put that on. All right, next is highlight. I'm using my Jaclyn Hill highlight. This is just part of my Shop My Stash project pan. So I'm gonna just there's 4 shades in here and I just go like that to all 4 because I don't really care to just focus on one. I've had this for years and I've used it like many times and it looks like I've never even touched it. It's kind of crazy what like a baked highlight will do. Going back to my eyes, I'm going to pick up my little trusty Avon eyeliner and I'm just gonna do a little line on the upper lash line and maybe a little bit in my waterline on the bottom. I don't know, does that look funny that I didn't like do the full waterline? I kind of just wanted it to be like kind of cat eye-esque. We'll see. That is in my regular project pan. That guy does not want to leave. All right, now I'm gonna set my face with my Charlotte Tilbury airbrush setting spray. This is in my Shop My Stash project pan. I love this stuff, it's so good. And then I have my little Patrick Top fan that I also love. My kids also love this fan, oh my gosh. It's so funny how they just like really get into like all the goodies. But like my boys love to come in here and pick up things like this and shake it around. Just cracks me up, makes me laugh. Alrighty, that is it. Almost, we're like pretty much done here. All right, I'm gonna pick up this Super Lock Maybelline Brow Glue. And just, this is almost done actually. I'm gonna have to get a new one because I actually have really liked this. And just put this on my brows. This is all I do for my brows. I know I should probably do more, but I just don't care to. So this is the extent of the effort I put in on my brows. If you are a brow girly and do more, tell me your ways. All right, and now I need to do mascara. I actually just finished the mascara I've been working on. So I pulled out from my backup stash this Roller Lash by Benefit. So I'm gonna curl my lashes and then put this on. I've used this mascara in the past, but I haven't for a really long time. And I think I bought it on a sale at some point and it's just kind of been sitting waiting for me to use again. And I'm so happy that I am using it right now. I really, really like how it makes my eyelashes look and it's super easy to use. All right, next and lastly is lips. So I'm just gonna pull out this lipstick, Queen lipstick. This is in my Shop My Stash project pan. And just do a light layer of that and call it a day. This is the final look for work. I think super easy, super doable, and this is why I love filming these get ready with me's, because you can kind of see how all of these products end up working together, and for me a lot of times create really easy, really like doable looks for work. I should do one of these like when I'm going out at night and kind of see the difference on what I do. Not significantly different, to be honest with you, but might be interesting anyways. So like I said, this is the final look. I hope all of you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you are all doing well and staying safe, and I will see you in my next one.